bad to start on a great luck day. Hey Maxi, how are you doing? There are 3 spots that I need to some more fertilizer on. I think that's most, if not all, of the most important chores. But of course tend to the animals too, but they don't really need that much maintenance at the moment. To find a few fire quartz. Really need to get my dehydrators going. Nothing over there. I couldn't tell if the birds sound came from the stream or from around my house. It's sounding exactly the same right now. Wow, really? You can definitely tell that there were birds in the game. Can't speak on behalf of the surroundings you have, but that was very cozy. Like, really enjoy when there's a lot of birds outside. Something special about that. I wish I had some bombs. What's up with all these infested floors? Oh, rubies. It has just finished raining, so they think it's time to go out and make noise. I can't really blame them. Like, there's also something refreshing about how everything feels after a shower of rain. Especially when it's warm outside, like during fall when it's starting to get foggy and such, it's not necessarily that pleasant. I didn't know you were bothered by the birds. Not here to pick any side. Just assume that people in general found birds chirping to be enjoyable. I want to rest some, it's my nap time. Is it really that loud? Would you have like anything that can block the sound out? I guess you could use some of the game audio as a way to help you sleep. Of course, it's not that pleasant when I'm in the cave, but otherwise it's pretty chill. I was really bothered, but I could respect my schedule. Yeah, it should be a bit weird to like go all out at like 2 PM around that time. Like, I do, of course, understand where you're coming from. Which fire quartz weren't this rare? Understand why it isn't so common, but then again, why does it have to be put it into crafting recipes? Save a bit of time. We'll do this. There is nothing anywhere. Now, for real, I do enjoy birds singing, but a few times it becomes inconvenient. Yes, it's like that with a lot of things. Like, when I go cave diving, usually I get 1 or 2 of these, but I've gotten so many in a row. I guess it helps me get ladders quicker. So, not really complaint on that ground, but still like take focus away from other things. Is there anything else here? There are normal quartz, but I don't see fire quartz. Your positivity is so toxic, sir. I didn't know it was toxic. I thought positivity could only be positive. May 2nd, one of the new floors. Well, if you find it relaxing, maybe I should do audiobooks to help people fall asleep. Could be something for me. I think I must have been pretty lucky last time I went cave diving. Didn't find any from neither floor loot nor from crates. And there we go again with the floor infestation. I usually think there could be some decent loot on this floor, but like I kind of forget how much of it doesn't really have piles that can spawn floor loot. That is actually working already, except I'm sitting in my office, not the best place to fall asleep. Yeah, that is an issue. Like, I kind of assumed that you were like at home or had like a home office kind of deal today. But yeah, it's not the best place. Did I actually get one? Let's see. No, I thought I just thought for a moment that I'd found one. Right. No floor loot here either. Keep forgetting to close the file explorer. Do you have your own room to play? Or your own time? Both? Like I do have my own room, but not really like my own time. Catch my drift? Like, in general, we play games after work or school. Like, I have, of course, stuff going on at university 3 days a week, and I usually work 2 days if I'm lucky enough to get work. It all depends if I'm able to like combine my shifts with someone else, since I can only work 40%. I've been pretty lucky for the most part. Unfortunately, at this time, I don't have anything concrete. Like, everything is to be changed at any minute, since before I could combine with someone else, but right now the reason that I have work is because someone else came back from like being on maternity leave, and they like took some of the like scheduled work that I had since they are employed while I am an like substitute. And although like this happened, someone else is currently experiencing sick leave, which is why I have work. Like that was a complicated way to explain it, but it's more or less the truth. Again, in an attempt to save time, I will keep trying to see if there are any floor loot here. Nothing here, so let's get down. I used to work, like I work as a substitute in a kindergarten at the moment. And I used to work in kindergartens also during the COVID-19 pandemic. So I was very lucky to actually have work to go to. But like, after that, like the kindergarten I used to work at closed, and I also was going to go back to studying at one point. So, like, while I have to study, I don't have anything which is permanent, you could say. Well, this is not good. 14,000. Wow. That's not happening. Well, I didn't pay attention to my health and I died. I was kind of getting soft-locked somewhere. Time to do it all again. Hopefully I'll get some better spawn rates this time around. Well, if you refer to what happened to my previous workplace, it was a kindergarten that had some issues in terms of like spending and such. And also like it was located in a part of town where a lot of families were moving out since most apartments were too small. So that's why it closed. Yeah, no, I was talking about in the game, okay. Yeah, I just got soft-locked in a spot and like, even though I was trying to swing at the enemy, then couldn't reach them, and they, like usually the enemy can either try to charge at you, either from close hold or from afar, or they will like creep closer to you. I was expecting it to creep closer, but it kept charging at me, and I died. Usually more effective the second time around, so usually it's not really a loss when I have to do a restart. Let's see. Do that, and I think I'm gonna bring something for energy this time around. Right, second attempt. We've gone through 20 floors and hadn't found a single fire quartz, which is a pretty rare occurrence. Like, it should be, you should usually find one for every 7th floor or so. I think that I'm more fortunate this time. That's the first one. And I was really interested to see like all these gold notes in the same spot. Testament to how much daily luck I really have today. Anything here of interest? I don't know if the barrels can also contain fire quartz. I think it could be only the chests, like small crates, whatever you call them. Even if I don't find another fire quartz in this entire run, still worth it. You get one, which is better than 0. Ideally I will get 4 or 5, but I don't think that it's feasible in one day. Also seems that there are a lot of crates in these levels now. For some reason I can't find a ladder here, which could slow me down tremendously. Especially if, there we go. Especially if I hadn't found one there and I had to go all the way back. Like the end of the level. No loot on this floor either. There's one there. Saying only those could duplicate. I haven't thought of duplicating them in crystallariums. Like, I feel so stupid now. But that's something I should probably do. Get a few and then try to duplicate them. It's the safest method to getting more fire quartz. Like, this floor has confused me so much in regards to where I am and where I haven't been. Guess I need to check this one as well. Move the floor. And this. I'll go right side of the floor. So many enemies here. I don't know why, but feels like it somehow has increased in difficulty. I don't think the lava floors of the mine used to be this difficult. do I want to drop? I have one mixed flower seed. Will I ever use that? Not really sure. Yeah, one torch. I have a lot of torches, so I could probably get rid of that one. Usually if I drop a single item, I might find more of those. Torches are something that I choose to seek out, but I can get more flower seeds from these ones. Fiber that I destroy. Then it would be something that would be like double the value since I had 2 instead of 1. Anything interesting on this side? There is a fire quartz. Totally worth going over here. Like, part of me wanted to just take the ladder right away. I don't want to miss out on something. I'll always value mixed seeds over sap. Anything on this floor? Otherwise, otherwise I'll just go back home. Coal, but that's about it. Can always get that another time. I'll 100% make sure that I can take full advantage of using crystallariums to get more fire quartz. That way I can actually at some point fill up an entire shed, like 1/2 of the shed of those dehydrators. Interesting. Not only is it the witch event, but the green rain is happening tomorrow. Would have known if I had checked the weather. There will definitely be a lot to clear on the farm. Green rain has descended upon the valley. Oh yeah, the TV doesn't work on green rain days. Neither do the Junimos work. have a lot of resources to make crystallariums. Make 1, 2, 3, 4. Can make at least 4. That's the fire quartz that I have at the moment. There's the cheese. I'm actually close to having enough ancient fruit for all the kegs. I have one here. Oh, 61. 1 plus 53 means I have 114. About 16, I think. I'll tend to the process machine first, and then I can tend to farm afterwards. Did I really forget to put fruit in one of the kegs? May look like that's the case. Actually enough. Only this one, which I couldn't fill. Hello, Nada. Thank you for the hydrate redemption. Hope you're doing alright today. Doing okay, had some weird dreams last night, but doing okay. It can really impact your sleep and also the following day. Not always a fun time. cheese tended to as well. Actually been a small sapling here all along, which turned out to grow into a full oak tree. Should I go through there? No idea. Gotten one mossy seed so far. Guess I gotta harvest this field since it's raining. Already been up to the greenhouse. You figure out what was making your blue screen during Cyberpunk. It was definitely the GPU. So I do have a 1080 Ti. I think it's Nvidia. It's a pretty old model. I think it's from 2017. Like I did have a 970 before, but then I upgraded to a 1080 when my partner upgraded to a 4080. So it's slightly better, but yeah, it's too old to run Cyberpunk efficiently. So I need a new GPU, that's it, and that will be quite the investment. I don't think I'm running with RTX on. I think I have like turned down all the settings. Still, GPU is old. And like I have upgraded everything on my PC apart from the GPU and the power supply, which are the two things that I have left to upgrade. It was something I might be looking into upgrading soon, but it will be very expensive with especially the GPU, so it might take some time before I can do that. Is there any debris here? Like green rain debris? What graphic settings are you running? Like, I think I'm running like medium or low on most things. Like, I don't really know since I don't have the game in front of me at the moment. But I like tried to turn everything that I could down. Like similar to how I did with Fortnite, I turned everything far down as I could. Just that my PC is old and needs an upgrade. On low and still blue screen. Yeah, like on low I had a lot of crashes. A lot of crashes like every day when I started playing it, like with lengthy sessions. Like some days after work or school or even during weekends I could play up to 5 hours. And I could have like 3 or 4 crashes if I was unlucky. And then I got the blue screen and it just scares me from trying again, you know. It's just that it's inevitable that I have to upgrade, and now it's more imminent that the upgrade should happen if I want to play the game again. You'll probably like dig into my savings account, but like I still want to have money in case I need it for a rainy day. Like I don't really have much left for like basic necessities most months. I think that's most of the debris on the farm. Can't really see much more. I mean, I got a 3080 and I still get graphical issues. You've seen some already, so I'd say save your money. Well, like, graphical issues, like, they can still occur with that game, of course, but I don't want it to crash all the time or to have, like, a blue screen when I know that are also a lot of other games that really need a better, like, processing unit to run. Like, the better your system is, the less crashes and less like errors you'll see, and you'll also be able to run games with better visuals, you know? So we'll look into how much it costs and hopefully if there are any sales going on. Like I could look into prices and see if they don't do the thing where they turn prices up and then down before Black Friday. If like the Black Friday offering is actually a decent offer, then that could be correct time to strike. Don't spend money that you should save for a rainy day. That is true, but like I have still been working a little extra over the summer, so like it should be possible to do that without like replacing the GPU, like using the GPU money in place of actually buying food. Black Friday, from my experience, is never a good option. I know there are a lot of trickery with Black Friday, but you can stumble upon good deals. I think it was better years ago, and it's more of a marketing stunt these days. But I've actually found a lot of good stuff for a very cheap price on Black Friday. Like I remember buying all the Harry Potter movies for like, it's 149 kroners. It's like $15 for like an entire box set. Great price when the movies are like probably at least 4 times the price usually. Right, horsey, we're going to the secret forest. At least, like, I've been fortunate in recent times. Like, I remember when I used to play Fortnite with Jolo on Saturdays. Like, sometimes I would crash, like, for some of the final matches, or, like, Jolo is unsure whether or not he wants to keep going, and then I say that I crashed, and then that, like, that does it. That seals the deal. I haven't had that many crashes in that game recently. Just Cyberpunk that is particularly unstable, you could say. But I think better components should fix that issue. What is your go-to brand in GPU? Like, do you only want an Nvidia or is AMD okay? Like, I would probably prefer Nvidia because of features, but I could do one of the other brands. Like, I have another one on like a wish list on Komplett, which I don't think it's an AMD one either. It's called Zotac Gaming GeForce. That one is 13,000 at the moment. That is like a cheap option compared to Nvidia. I just searched, like, that is 4080. But I could also do a 4070, for instance. You have Asus GPUs, you have MSI GPUs. There are a lot of options. If I do Nvidia, then I don't think they have any Nvidias at the moment. Yeah, I have been hoping to, like, keep an eye on the price, but at the same time I haven't really had the time. So maybe I should look at these yachts, which could help me see how the price has changed over time. So this is an interesting farm shirt. I normally run AMD CPU and Nvidia GPU, though my current is full on green team, though I miss my AMD GPU. What does green team mean? Not familiar with that terminology. Do you mean like being the Nvidia brand? Intel and Nvidia. Ooh, I got a fire quartz from panning. Pretty neat. Oh crap, it's 1 AM. Red team AMD, okay. Like, it makes sense, but I'm not really that deep into stuff like that. Like, I got my PC in 2019, and I used to be a console gamer before then. I just have my coffee, goddammit. Right, need to do something before I go to sleep. That is to do this. And this. This close, but not closer. Like, this far, but no further. I think this should put me over 4 million. like, I think it's called GTX 1080 Ti. I think this is the exact like name of it. So it's a better version of the 1080, but still it's really shows its age. Like, I tried to play Halo Infinite a few years ago with the 970, and like the game ran on 2 frames per second. I think the game would run like 5 frames per second or something like that with the current one, but it's not like the biggest improvement. It is a good card since it's the card my partner used for many years, but still it's really old. I would like to have something that is as good but like up to date, you know? Are the fire quartz ready already? I thought the fire quartz would take like at least 3 days, but maybe it's only like 2 days or something. Current global rank of 1080 Ti is for the first best card in the world, which is really good. Pretty sure my partner showed like the exact same statistics to me. So I could say that even though it's an old card, I definitely have a comfortable gaming situation. Ooh, 8 blowfish row. That is super rare, like I've never gotten so much in one go. I almost want to ask for full detailed PC hardware info list, but I won't do that. To be honest, I wouldn't know where to begin since I don't really know too much. Like, only thing I could do is look at my complete order history. Kinda wish I started PC gaming and PC building earlier, since then I would have so much more knowledge than I do have. I don't really have the most knowledge. I always had help building my PC, since it has gone through a few changes. Like the first PC I had with the 970 card, which I think it is. It could be a 950, but I think it's a 970. That PC was basically a leftover PC from my partner's components and also his friend's components, so it had like a lot of bare bone stuff, and I mainly use it to play The Sims and Minecraft. I grew up with PCs, and me and my brother talk PCs and gaming every time we get within line sight of each other. Great to have something like that in common. We also did grow up having a PC. First we had a Windows 98 PC, and later we had a Windows XP PC. But it was never like anything extraordinary. It was just like a computer that could do basic stuff. And back then, like, we didn't really need much more. Windows 98. Yeah, that was the first PC that we had. Like, I remember we had these Lecolare games. We also had a Hugo game. We had Rayman Gold. We had The Sims 2. We had Flåklypa, of course. A essential classic. Like, we didn't have too many games, but we had some games which were enjoyable. You had Windows NT 3.1. I assume that it came before Windows 95 because that is probably where my knowledge starts. I did love Flåklypa, but I also did experience like the game didn't really run well on our PC, so some games were glitchy and sometimes it would crash easily. And I also actually played Flåklypa, the original, like I think 2 or 3 years ago. I found a copy online, but of course it did have a virus in it, so it had to be like cleaned beforehand. Which sucks. Like, why would someone infect Flåklypa with virus? Like, it's a crime against humanity. I think it's time to visit Clint. There's the mystery boxes, there's the artifact troves. Normal mystery boxes. Might as well do the geodes that I have. Only the magma geodes, I think. I had the original CD for Flåklypa I logged on during my birthdays, and it's the first game I know of that gave you in-game birthday presents. Gift was for the car. Yeah, I remember that. Those games always had something special to them. It was actually something interesting. I remember that when I built the car in Flåklypa, we did have like, I eventually came to a point where I had everything. I had completed everything that I knew that I could do in the game, and I couldn't earn more parts. I was missing like, I don't know how many parts I was missing even. I just assumed that I was missing a lot of parts. Oh, you never got all parts? Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Like, the reason I'm telling you this is because I didn't know what to do, so I ended up watching the credits. Like, when you love a game so much, but you're just so bored that you end up watching the credits, you know that there's not much else to do. And it turns out that the game actually awards you a car part for watching the credits, and I really remember this vividly because it was like the seat for the car, and it turned out that was the last part that I needed for the car. So I actually ended up completing the game once, like a single time. You got car parts from watching the credits? I actually did. I didn't really expect it, but like, it really did say, like, as a token of appreciation, like, since you value the people who made the game, we want to give you this gift. Like, something like that. I'll give you a moment to get out of the ad world, Olmalav, before I continue. Welcome back. I got to the racing stage, but I never got every part, which is why I remember the game giving car gifts for your birthday. Like, it can help you, but like, birthdays can be really far away, and if you still need more parts, then I guess you will have to wait another year. Speaking of the Flåklypa game, by the way, have you tried the game that is on Steam, like the remake? Did you unlock other cars? I think that if you win the race, you might be able to choose other cars to race with, but it's so far back that I don't remember, really. No, I have not tried the remake, but I got it on my wish list. I'm kind of scared of getting it in case they ruined it. I totally can see that. I have one friend I know that has played it. They said that it was alright. Like, some games have been totally remade or like reimagined, while I think a few games such as the post-sorting game and also the like Apple Pie collection game, those are more or less similar to how they used to be. So it's just like the original game had something to it that may not be able to, like, something new cannot encapsulate. I would like to try it one day, but definitely not at full price. I did also enjoy the Apple Collection game, but I wasn't any good at it, really. And also, I think one of my favorites would be the game where you sort mail. Like, it just had so many references to people, and it was so interesting when you started unlocking new countries, like when you got the Icelandic flag, when you got the Portuguese flag, when you got like the Spanish addresses and such. So any shrimp cocktail. Gotta clear some items out of my inventory to be able to grab those. So horsey. did forget to go to Clint, so I guess I gotta do this tomorrow. But I would say I'm very relieved that I don't need to keep grinding for fire quartz. I can just duplicate them. It will be saving me so much time. I can definitely scale down the intensity of the gameplay. Just hoping that diamonds are done soon so I can place those with fire quartz, or at least a lot of them. I don't know why one of these is lit and why the other one isn't. I guess I could smoke some sturgeons while I wait. Didn't I play some sturgeon here the other day? I might have sold them already, now that I think about it. I like that the animals will walk around, but when you try to pet them, they will claim to be trying to sleep. I actually want to find a spot where I can make a small area dedicated to... Maybe it could be here. One small area dedicated to rare fruit. Or yeah, it's called rare seed, and they produce sweet gemberries. Those can be very profitable. One does have a fishing buff, right? Might have some either in this chest right here, or another one. Not there. Could be here. Seem to have that particular one. Okay, so the fire quartz doesn't take long at all. I replaced it yesterday, but I think it takes less than a day. It's great. I'll go break open the geodes at Clint's tomorrow. Hopefully I can get one or two more. As soon as I have more than 60 fire quartz, I can craft dehydrators to my heart's content. which is something that can really help me push beyond like the 10 million or like towards the 10 million goal. Basically have 1.5 more weeks in summer and then all of fall. Get that done. Be able to do 3 more fish, I think, before evening. Might as well do this while I wait for stuff to happen. I'm sure to make it to my bed. Really decent for the fish. These sturgeons are particularly valuable. I'll do my middle of the stream break here. I'll be back in a few. The music in the meantime. Somehow I have forgotten to refill this one. Like these two dehydrators, which is still annoying. More fire quartz. Always silly when one of the truffles get on the other side of the fence. Nothing done today either. We have, I think this is our first, well, it's not the first harvest of blueberry, should be the second one, I think. Maybe even the third one. How are the melons doing? No giant crop so far. Should see, it look like there won't be any. I still have some hope. Inventory is full, I guess. Take me a while to realize. Do I still not have a place, like a permanent place to put my grapes? Guess I have a lot of stuff that I should probably clear out from the chests. I should go to the desert and then stop by Clint's. Nothing up here. Not much over here. The greatest haul, but like I came for this thing. Pretty sure my inventory will fill up almost instantly. Not be able to open all of these. Hopefully I can get at least 1 fire quartz, maybe even 2. Pearl is never bad. Don't think there's anything new for Gunter, but I'll check. Did I do the trash? Nope. Nope, there's nothing new. Pearl right away. Here. All this forage. Hopefully has a slot. Pearl does. Great. Head back and open the mystery boxes. I'm hoping for at least some lucky lunches. Hot peppers are great. I do grow those. Heart totems are never wrong. Right, time to do the golden ones. Corn seeds, not bad. I'm really a big fan of getting weapons since it's something I need to get to the Adventurers Guild to sell. More corn seeds. Lucky lunches, perfect. Another pearl. Speed grow and espresso. Really decent. Especially with the seeds, the pearl. Yeah, that basically. Hate that it opens so late. Could just wait, but I guess I'll just wait. Kinda don't want to waste too much time, but not really on a time crunch day. Mainly about the processing of fire quartz at the moment. I think the diamonds are done yet. Will be done tomorrow. I don't remember if I did them on the first day of the week. I might have done that. I just sold some pearls and selling more pearls. One clothing item on me. I think I put the other one in the chest. If we're going to take this one to the Adventurers Guild. Can't stack wallpapers, can I? No. Bit annoying. think I forgot to check the weekly quest this time around. Let's see. Not where I wanted to go. I wanted to get off shirt here. Stomach started acting up again, so I had to run away a bit. All fine. Sucks to hear that you're still dealing with stomach issues. Hopefully it's just sporadic and not a bug that you caught. Chronic at this point. Let's hope not. You can only imagine how bad that could be. Let's see, I do want to go to Ginger Island, but I also need to check the quest board. This is something that like runs in the family. I know some people like have it running in the family that they easily get upset stomachs and they have to like do a specialty diet to combat the worst like symptoms of it. I think so. Might be from my mom's side. Well, we can hope it isn't, but like it's something that you might have to face the reality of if it is actually the case. Done both of these, the grubs and stone. I don't want to grind grubs again, and the stone one is actually very hard, so I guess I'll just not do it then. We can go to Ginger Island tomorrow, it's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, unless you can like change something in your diet or take other precautions, then there's not really much you can do about it. Like the main thing then would be to try not to stress with it, and hopefully that can like decrease the intensity of it. All I can say is at least my bowels and... Oh, wow. I guess you can say, and I guess that is true. Not gonna lie, that gives me a throwback to when you said you would do a lot of things for some shinky steak. That was definitely a moment. I could do the secret woods, I have time. Tomorrow I'll try and see if there could be any rare seeds at the traveling cart. And then I'll go to Ginger Island. And also visit Krobus. I don't think I need to do that, but I guess I'll just skip it. I have enough iridium sprinklers at this point. a proper low fat, as in less fat needed to cut away from that perfect cut shinky steak, I would do unspeakable things for it. I know the speakable things you would do as well, so I think that's all the information I need. I don't think I ever have had a proper, like, ham cutlet or like shinky steak. I don't know what the proper translation is. I think like the closest thing I've had is like the Fjordan version, which is honestly pretty decent. Like, of course, it could be better. No such thing as enough iridium sprinklers. I guess like for a big farm, but I have like the farm which has less tillable land and like the farm basically filled all that I need, including the greenhouse. By the way, welcome in, Jack. Today I'm doing pretty good. Like I've been struggling a little bit with some neck pain lately, but I can take precautions to deal with it. Like I was in my usual Thursday mood and kind of wanted to skip stream, but I didn't. I think I need to be more disciplined. I also need to do some schoolwork both on Saturday and Sunday to catch up. So that's the thing. Otherwise, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. Pork belly. Okay, so it's probably a pork belly roast then. Makes sense. I'm sorry, Daniel. On the bright side, it's almost the weekend. That is true, but I guess you wrote that before I told you what my weekend plans are. Like, I will still have some time to enjoy myself, but I have like lectures and syllabus stuff in both like my law course and my programming course that I need to catch up on. So I really need to work on that. I looked at a pork belly roast today at the store, but I told myself no, wait until payday. Maybe then there will be better ones. I get that. I did actually find like a might not be purely a pork belly roast, but it was like something pork recently at the store, and it had like it wasn't really about to expire very soon. Like will expire in like 2 weeks, so it was 70% off, but it had bones in it, and I was like, I'm not dealing with that. All I want to know is roasted ground beef, so I can make pizza-filled baguettes for dinner. Sounds pretty good. We'll probably go for that. What was the price? Bones? What the like? Uh, I think it was called like skinkekam med bein by Nordfjord, something like that. So it wasn't like pork belly, but it was like I think that's the neck part or whatever it is. Uh, but I could remember it wrongly. Like I don't know. They might have it at like, of course you don't have a Rema where you live, but if you check Rema the next time you go there, they might have something like that. It's especially worth it if it's discounted because of like it's about to expire soon. Like a lot of things can be very affordable. They're about to expire. Thus very worth to pick up. Yeah, Nordfjord is definitely Rema. I think no one else carry it. Maybe Bunnpris do. Nordfjord is 1 hour away from me. Okay. I honestly don't know exactly where that is, but I guess that would like make sense as to where you live in Norway. for speed. So Jack, I'm starting to intensify my grind for the golden clock, and I have realized that you should totally do purple mushrooms in dehydrators. I have a lot of purple mushrooms, and I only have 2 dehydrators, so you'll need to get fire quartz and duplicate those in crystallariums for it to be a viable option. Oh, I may have forgotten to go in here. I don't think they're ready yet. I have blueberry plants here. I think on the other side I want to have dehydrators, which I can put mushrooms in. But I realized the other day just how valuable dried mushrooms are in this game. I live exactly at the border of Sunnfjord and Nordfjord. That is actually a bit hilarious, like Southfjord and the Northfjord. And with my experience, going Nordfjord is better than going Sunnfjord, even though the Sunnfjord hospital is better and nearer. Okay, so these places are big enough to have like their own hospitals, which is good because, like, from what I have, like, what is the word, like, inntrykket du har fått, like I don't remember the word. Inntrykket jeg har fått is that, like, in the districts, people have to travel really far to get more services, and like hospitals are expensive and they usually group stuff together like in regional centers, but like people are really dependent on those services, so I'm glad that they have hospitals. Sunnfjord has the central hospital and Nordfjord has the backward hospital. Yeah, that makes sense, like they usually put most services in one of them and the other one kind of like helps deal with people. I don't know. Alright, diamonds are done. I will break half of them, make sure that I can replace them with fire quartz. In Nordfjord you can breathe, in Sunnfjord you get choked by exhaust. Okay, so that's definitely the regional center. Like, a lot of people say that the US is a lot different from the, like, Europe and other places. But, like, there are a lot of places in, even our own country that, like, consumerism and everyone having a car is very much the issue. Like, you don't have buses, but there's still traffic clogging up the small roads. And it doesn't make for a pleasant living environment. Yeah, the E39 is probably one of the biggest roads in that area, and I think it will be interesting to see if they end up making that a road without ferries, like tying it together with bridges and tunnels. I know a lot of people want that, but I know a lot of people are also against that. And the Riksvei 5. I don't think they'll do that anytime soon, but I know it's someone's dream at least. Like, if they wanted to build it, say 30 years ago, then it would be fine. But now there are a lot of people chanting like environmental concerns, so stuff like that takes a lot of time and may be forgotten entirely even. Good luck making Stavanger, Kristiansund to Aalborg ferry free. Like, mainly, like, I don't think they'll do the Danish part, of course, but I know that people especially want the stretch of road between Bergen and Stavanger to be free of ferries. I totally understand, like, they can save a lot of time there, and it will be great for Haugesund, which is in the middle. I mean, Kristiansand, I always say the wrong about those two. Sund is north and Sand is south. That is correct. I wouldn't blame you, like, I assume that you meant Kristiansund, but, like, it could be Kristiansand because that one is more important, like, you would probably have said Molde or something, or Ålesund instead. I mean, are you working on any goals currently in Stardew? Yeah, I did actually mention it earlier, but I think you may have dipped during that. Like, of course, it's the golden clock. I also want to make it, like, the farm visually appealing. And like I mentioned last time, like on Tuesday, to have new ways of earning money. I also want to tend to the Ginger Island farm more than before, since in the last save that I used, it was mainly somewhere that just had pineapples growing, and I visited once a week. But what I want to share with you, Jack, is that something very I can speak, sorry. Something very viable for when you want to earn a lot of money is crafting dehydrators. With the dehydrators, you need a lot of fire quartz, but you can duplicate those in crystallariums, and then you can use the dehydrators to dry purple mushrooms, and it really gives really good payout. The struggle of beautifying, haha. Yeah, basically, like, I think it looks alright from this perspective, but once you start zooming out and taking a whole screen capture, it doesn't look that great. You say Ålesund? I did. And they're one of the bigger regional cities in, like, Møre og Romsdal. So many more mystic trees, logs, and dehydrators. Yeah, I think you basically need to combine all of those to make that a viable option. But I'm glad that I made it to this point at least. Is your 50% home? Does that mean that maybe your father was from there? Or that you grew up there? Maybe you even have siblings there? Like, I think you mentioned that you have a brother that lives north of Trondheim, but other than that, I don't know much more. Okay, so your mother was actually from there. I've never been there, but I really want to go there one day. Like, it looks like a pretty beautiful city. Okay, so you spent about 13 years there. Was that, like, from when you were born, or was it, like, another time? Like, you moved there and then you moved away again? Okay, I have done the traveling cart. I have done the farm. Now it's time to do the island. Didn't expect to be ready to go to Ginger Island so soon. I can say you missed out on the end times of old school Ålesund. It was probably a bit different then. You would know more than me about that. I'm carrying coal, so I need to not deposit all the coal. Now all the stores are all at Moa and nothing is located in the old town. Like it do be like that in every town, I think. It's annoying that everything gets decentralized, and instead of having a vibrant city center, you just have a dying city center and the outskirts being plagued by consumerism and needing a car, basically. Been murdered all of a sudden because of it. I know a lot of other cities that suffer from that, like Hønefoss, where I come from, like the area around that, really has the same issues. Even my little town of Jevnaker also has those issues. I think like one of the few places that hasn't been affected by that is Oslo, like even Bergen has those issues. Just that Oslo is so big that there will always be stores, there will always be people. But in the other cities, people just end up traveling outside the city and no one wants to shop or do things within, like the city center. Bergen still has stores near its old town. It does, but like it has changed so much. Like I do have a lot of family in Bergen, and the thing is that like the city centers, like such as Galleriet and what's the other one called? Exhibition. Those centers used to have everything. Now they only have coffee shops and clothing stores. And everything else is at Lagoon or even further out, like Åsane. So it has definitely changed over the past 20 years. It also only has empty stores, locations and pubs. Yeah, I don't think there's too many empty stores in Bergen, but like it has definitely had a shift. Whereas in Oslo, like a lot of stores have been able to survive and not be pushed out by like the big having to move to like giant parks. One day I gotta go to Oslo like Nikki. Did she actually? Didn't even know she had been to Norway at all. It's interesting that I'll be attending a Jonas Brothers concert in Norway in October. They were actually going to perform in May, but they ended up rescheduling. Welcome back, Bomala. And I went to the US and watched their concert because I thought they would never come. And like 6 years later, they decided, it's actually 5 years. 5 years later, they decided to come. Never went to Galleriet or Åsane. Last time I was in Bergen, I stayed at Hotel Liana. Don't know where that is, but it could be like at Sydnes or like Nordnes, I think. Unless it's far out of town though. It could also be. Middle of town, right next to Torget. Okay, then I know somewhat where it is. Like, I think I can do this, and I won't end up quick stacking all my coal. Did you think of Punchline the Flow? I have both an Empire also. Okay, so she didn't actually say. So she did actually say that. Yeah, she might have gone in the past. Did actually never check that. Didn't actually like check that line or even like try to research whether or not she actually did go here. But I remember that song actually. Not sure which song it is at the moment, but I've heard it. Nice hotel, but small. But it's the first hotel that made me feel genuinely sorry for the maids who had to clean up after us. Just a different reality being in the like cleaning maintenance industry, I would say. I'm a bit tired of the island now, even though I haven't been here for long. Cleaning personal earned my respect after the time in that hotel. I think I had like a similar experience when I went to Sauda, which is like inner parts of Rogaland, for my aunt's funeral many years ago. It was a very cute hotel. I think it was called like the Clover Hotel. And I remember we had to get help from the front desk because we are a family of 6 and they gave us 2 access cards. One was put in the light in the room, so like you can't leave without taking out that card which is in the light, so you don't waste electricity when you're not there. The other one I had in my like trousers in my pocket there, and I had switched to my formal wear and ended up closing the door, leaving both cards within the room. I was like, I think I was like 14 at the time. Oh yeah, no, definitely not the same experience. Okay, I catch your drift. Three-day endeavor. Interesting. I don't have any normal sprinklers, so I guess I'll do quality sprinklers. Need some pathing as well. Have wood floors. Like, do I have any of the like paved tile floors? Straw floor. Guess the wood floor is the best I can do at the moment. I could go to Krobus sells the crystal floor, unless I'm mistaken. Come on. Can't even fit there normally. I guess I'll just block it with my horse then. It is Krobus that sells it, otherwise it could be the dwarf. There it is. I think I need a 5x5 area. Like this. Kind of want to have it further out as well. This could do, I guess. I'll do my rare fruit over there once fall starts. Guess I'm just lost at this point. Really much more I need to attend to. I mean. It's between tend and attend. Welcome back, Maxi. Hopefully you've been able to get on your way home from the office right now. Need to find there and back. Good to hear. Like, that is what I'm really looking forward to once I start work, is that I'll be able to leave everything behind and just get home and relax. When I'm studying, it's a whole different situation. Like, I worry about scheduling and keeping up with everything all the time. It's awful. Remember, I work from home, so it was a quiet 25 steps both ways. You did say that you were at the office earlier, so I just assumed that you didn't work from home, and I did also talk about it's different when you work from home, and didn't say anything. But I guess you were in the zone. Alright, I'll remember that you do work from home from now on. This just has actually started to become quite full. I am blessed to have a separate room to work from. I think that's a great thing, like you do need to be in another space mentally, and being able to be in another space physically too just helps. Like, it's hard for me to study at home, so I always prefer studying in a reading hall over at the university. Decent turnover from the fish. Today it is Saturday, which means I should do a forage run. The annual trout derby, I forgot about that. Will these ones also be done? They are. Puts me at 19. Still no giant melon, seems. Might be out of luck for this year. Should be a few areas here where it could turn up. Like, I think the area that I chose was too small. Oh my god, why? I picked the flower. That's something that can happen. Give me a moment. Like, I think the area that I chose was too small. Oh my god, why? I picked the flower. I just had to do a cheeky little clip. Here we go. Like, the thing is, the bee houses still work, even if there isn't a flower there. But if you have a flower there, the honey is worth a lot more. Get a flower-specific honey, such as I grabbed poppy honey from those flowers. And if you don't have a flower there, it will just become wild honey, which is a lot less valuable. I've been thinking about expanding the setup for probably fall. I think that would be worthwhile, since it allows me to have more space when I work, and thus have a smaller chance of actually messing up what I do. I have room in my inventory, which is nice. I'll start doing some more dehydrators now, since I do have quite a few fire quartz now. Once again, I can hear the dog, but I can't see it. Wonder if this does anything if you interact with it. No, doesn't do anything. Have a bunch on me and see how far that'll take me. Will consume about 95. Mushrooms do sound pretty squishy. I feel like that they kind of remind me of something out of Super Mario 2 or the Game Boy. Game which was basically my childhood. I'm overly tired at the moment. I slept 1 hour and 50 minutes-ish last night, so I'm gonna go at the wall and go to bed and try to sleep, though I don't expect miracles at this point. Very sorry to hear about you struggling with sleep. I don't think anyone should deal with that. Hopefully you can get some sleep and that you can catch up on what you have missed, or at least get some more much needed sleep. Sleep and me are blood enemies. It's the same for me sometimes. Thank you very much for being here, Volmada. Hope you have a decent evening, and I'll probably see you soon, wherever that may be. I wish you the best of luck with sleep. That's that. Now I can do a forest run. It will be a lot faster than normal if I do it on my horse. never really used to be like this, but I'm getting tired of this game easily. Like, not really starting to not enjoy myself. I am enjoying myself, but just tired of playing. Physically tired. Amethyst. Not bad, not bad. Still remember the days where I was grinding for the mahogany seeds. It took a long time to actually get a decent supply of those. No green slimes here? I see one by the entrance actually. That is actually just outside of reach. Annoying. I'm gonna play a funny sound for y'all. It's interesting that when it first asked me for things on my main save, it was so picky, but like it's giving me carp, which is like one of the easiest fish to get in this game. That's annoying. It's so long to actually complete the quests first time around. I don't think I have energy to do Trout Derby again, unfortunately. At least not this year. I like the Squid Fest. That one is a bit more fun since like it's tied to number of squids, but here it's tied to like golden egg, which is an RNG element. Don't say no to free quartz. Looking for rainbow trout. Will pay a flat rate. Hell no, Marnie. Flat rate my ass. Like, it's just outside her cottage, she could go and fish it up herself. For all I care. Guess I gotta check my clay supply. Could be something affecting how easily I'll be able to get all the dehydrators that I want. Still have some space in my inventory. I guess like going around town every Saturday is more important during the first year, maybe even the second year. But like once you have gotten to the top level of foraging, and especially once you have completed the like what they're called mastery path levels, then it isn't like going around collecting forage doesn't give you that much. Okay, it's gone. There's actually grapes spawning there. I didn't know anything could spawn in that spot. We'll drop off everything that I've collected and then go to the quarry. Finish the day up there. I have one more day. Week. Why was the moss struggling to keep up? Yeah, I know, it was hilarious. Like, I thought it would be able to whatever the speed. It usually does when I am on the horse. Anything can keep up with me, but since I did have the speed buff from the coffee also, it actually ended up going at the exact same speed. Grips are still here momentarily. Just gotta check, do I have anything that I would like to take up to guild? Do I have anything in this chest? I do have ring here and this blade I could bring up. Entering at midnight, more or less. Wrong tool. I thought I had the axe selected. Hate that the coal nodes take 2 hits even with the gold pickaxe. At least the free coal is always great. A long way, will I be able to make it? Maybe if I don't get stuck on everything. Be able to make it to my bed, hopefully. Oof. Just as the bell tolled. Hi, doggy. Just take the whole stack. Now it is exciting that I have actually dehydrators in the shed over here, that I can refill those every day. And these ones, these dried mushrooms, they give 2,260 gold per, which is insanely good. So this should be enough to give me 50,000 per day. Would be a great investment. I'll just reset for ease. Like, I didn't really do anything wrong, but I want to do the screen capture, and like, I'll lose a lot of time if I just go back, if that makes sense. I also do like to see that the processing machines have remained untouched. Thought that it was Sunday for a moment. It's a stormy day, which means I'll get battery packs in the morning. I can actually craft more. I can craft more dehydrators before I go and refill the ones that I have. Let me check my clay first. 10 clay, okay, that could be an issue. That means I should go to Ginger Island and fetch more. I still have the ingredients to... Come on. Make pork totems, I do. That was the last one. Just check the dig site, there might be more clay there. Then I'll check the chest. It's a bit annoying if it turns out that I don't have clay and that I managed to get past the hurdle of fire quartz and then deal with the hurdle of clay. I don't think it should be an issue. I haven't taken much clay from the island in a long time. I'm gonna take all the clay and I'm gonna do it the rightful way. I'm not gonna do clay farming. Like, I think that's one of the most stupid things. Like, I understand doing it for the resource, but people just selling clay, I think it's silly. Ah, my inventory is full. Knew this would happen. I guess it makes sense either way, Jack. I have no shortage of clay on Ginger Island, which is great. Guess I'll take it once I have collected the remaining stuff. Having 359 clay is a stark contrast to having 10 clay. I don't know if you could always do this. I think it's something that would change in 1.6, that you can move while the island taxi is happening. I think it's hilarious. Keep one there, so we'll keep stocking. Ah, I can't reach it. Right, let's make more dehydrators. Oh, I'm actually out of wood. Wow. The only bad thing about the island is you kind of gotta make trips back and forth to stock up the island farm with things you may need. Exactly. Like, if you don't have the resources to make a furnace or to make sprinklers or stuff, like, you have to go back. I don't think the island could ever be completely self-sufficient. Right now it's the wood that I'm lacking. Thankfully I do have a tree farm down here. Guess I never ended up replanting this tile. Or this tile for whatever reason. Not sure which one I destroyed now, so I need to... It was actually this one. I think I must have sighted grass underneath the pond and then ended up killing the saplings located here. I just thought of something, I don't know, like, it's not normal that you get a tree hit by lightning. Like, when it happens, it will be, like, it will topple over, and the stump will be left. But I know that you can actually get fruit trees hit by lightning, and they will turn into cold trees for a few days. This you can replant and go to the forest if you need more. Yeah, like I usually go to the forests when I don't want to destroy trees that I have on my farm. But these trees are meant to be torn down, so no point in leaving them up, and it's a short distance between trees to travel. It makes total sense to do it here. Why do I keep hitting the path? I swear to God. Get the exhausted message on the final swing of the axe. I have more mahogany seeds now, so I'll plant some of those since that was the original intention, to have one row of mahogany seeds as well. First pine trees, then oak trees. Then we have maple trees. Final mahogany. Go. I only have 73 left, so I might have to go to the woods soon, actually. Replenish my supply. Right. Let's do some more rolls of these. I think I'm starting to reach the ballpark of 100k per day. Just from mushrooms. Was very rhythmic. I think I might just move this entire chest. Do that one there for now. I think I'll move these two and move the crystallarium and fishing thing down, or like the fish bait thing here. Do something that makes a bit more sense for this area. Now begins the quest for the horse, wherever I left it. I might not even find it. I think I need to replant the poppies, so gotta get those seeds. I'll eventually get to a point where I clean out my chests. They look a bit messy at the moment. Might also have honey today. Nope. I harvested it all already. But chests give me hope that not everyone is crazy like me. I used to be like that, I used to be crazy, but like the new chests are a godsend. Big chest makes it so easy to just have everything very roughly categorized. Not have to deal with a million chests. But they're organized very well for the most part. I do think so too, but at the same time, like, my goal is to have them not be completely full, because then if I need to add something else that I don't have as in the stack there already, it will be full. Like, there is a reason why grapes are not in the forage or like crop chest. It's because I don't have room for it. I definitely have some. I have a way to go when it comes to that. Forage chests are impossible because there are so many things. I used to think that too, but once you have the botanist profession, it does make sense to have a chest of foraged items, because most, if not all, will be iridium quality. and it's a chest where you can just have a lot of stuff pile up and eventually... Oh, and eventually just sell everything from the different stacks. God, I love when truffle duplicate, it's great. Starting to get a lot of milk again, so might have to step up my production of cheese. I love having at least 2 types like plain and gold, but I don't do the iridium level up, and maybe I should do. I used to do that on my first farm to like keep everything from the plain or like the normal quality and sell everything above. Then I didn't get much iridium since the botanist is meaning for that, and for other categories like for fishing you need to boost it with like fishing, like not fishing buff but like farming buffs and whatever. But like having a stack of normal silver and gold, like they're all worth less than iridium, and it could be 1 stack but it's 3 stacks and it just doesn't make sense. Keep the fire quartz here for now. Get the cheese. Sell the flowers. Did replant it, didn't I? Yeah, I did replant the poppies, that's good. There's the horse. Very random place to drop it. Another week has been completed. I usually do a short farm tour to look at the progress and whatnot when I've done a week, but I don't have the energy for that today. So I'll just thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. I don't think I'll be back on Sunday since I have a lot of schoolwork, so I'll be back on Tuesday doing more Stardew and hopefully doing something else next Thursday. Thank you very much for watching. That's all for today. Bye for now.